Pack a bowl, my friend, and don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend, and then we'll ride up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you? Well, welcome back in, y'all. It is good to see you, as always. Today, got some things to talk about, some things to show you. Technically, I do have a YABO. Not a big deal. And we're going to give away some stems, some cob stems. And I will be smoking a cob in lieu of that. But I need some tobacco in it. And so, first thing I'm going to do is my YABO, because I have some tobacco in there that I really want to smoke. So let's get it out. Not a big deal. I know what's in here, but I decided to, since I really don't do YABOs, I thought let's go ahead and do one. What the hell? So yeah. From Tobacco and Pipes. Where's my knife? Oh yeah. But yeah, so got I think all y'all know each and every one of the tobaccos. They're no, I don't, they've been around for a long time. You just, I don't think many of you would be a stranger to them. Okay, a lot of paper. First off, y'all, I decided to go ahead and get another 10 of this Redburn by Cornell and Deal. That has a topping. Oh, well, shit. Let me go ahead and read it real quick. All I remember, y'all, is I did like it. So there you go. All right. It, touch of spicy, dark-fired Kentucky. Virginia leaf, burley. It says white and dark burleys. Yeah, and so it does have dark rum and molasses as a topping. I told y'all before, this is about as close to a aromatic that I will do. It's not considered an aromatic, but since it does have a topping, you could consider it that way. But yeah, I remember that I'm not going to smoke this one today, but I do remember that the rum was very present in this blend, and I enjoyed it. So I decided to go ahead and grab another 10 of it. We'll put this up over here. I also got another 10 of this stuff, y'all. Right here. My go-to. I got a number of 10s, but you can always use more, right? Shanae's Cake, for those of you that didn't know. This is my favorite blend, my go-to blend, my everyday blend. And it's a Perique heavy blend. So we'll just go ahead and put this guy here in the back so I can do some good rotation. And then finally, I ordered the large 10 of Old Joe Krantz brown label, y'all. Now, for those of you wondering what I mean when I say brown label, they have let's see, white, red, brown, blue. There's 4 different colors of the Old Joe Krantz, and in each one, a different blend is presented. This here is the brown label, Old Joe Krantz. Now, normally, I really like the blue label, Old Joe Krantz, so much that I bought it in bulk, and I have it around here in another tin, a large one of these guys. But I bought this one in bulk because I liked it so much that I decided to go ahead and buy the 8-ounce tin. And that's what I'm going to be smoking today as soon as we get her opened up. But for those of you that don't know, the brown label is dark and cube cut burley with Virginia ribbon and Perique. They create a smooth all-day smoke. Another Ronowski creation named in honor of the man who taught Bob to smoke his pipe, his grandfather, Old Joe Krantz. Brown label, y'all. So they have the white label, the blue label, and the red label, which all have different styles of blend going on inside. Well, right now we're going to try and go with this brown label. Now I've had it. It's been a while, y'all. I had it in a smaller tin, like these over here. But I remember liking it, and I decided to go ahead and get the large tin. I believe this is an 8-ounce or a 16-ounce. What is this, 8-ounce? Yeah, it's 8-ounce. So this 8-ounce tin, I usually, if I like a blend, I'll go ahead and buy the 8-ounce or buy more in bulk. I'm drinking coffee, y'all. And my favorite blend, well, it is a blend, right? My favorite brand of coffee is, God damn it, Black Rifle coffee. That is my favorite. We've been subscribed to Black Rifle coffee for years now. They send us bags every month, and that's all we drink. So I do like it. It's a kind of like a breakfast blend, but then we have dark roasts and other things of that nature. Sometimes you want to, grab a little something different. So this blend here, smells really good, y'all. Man, it's got a good representation of everything right off the bat. Sometimes I have to reach for it and look for the components, but I'm grabbing everything right off the bat. The Perique, the Virginia. Yeah. Good stuff. Now it is a ribbon cut and cube cut. It's got burley. I think the burley is probably what is cube. And then everything else is a ribbon cut. We're going to go ahead and load the pipe up. It's not too moist. I think I'll be just fine loading the pipe up right now with this. Put this away. I'm just going to load it straight into the pipe from the tin itself. And if it ends up being too much of a relight, then that's what happens, Sometimes the blends, you don't dry them out, they become relight a lot. You relight a lot. We've all been there. And story on my the new stem. I have a new stem on my Country Gentleman. Now this may look familiar because I had told y'all that I was going to turn this stem up for the GAW. And I intended to do that. Um, but I got a little too happy on my belt sander, and they ended up making the button end of the stem a little too small. And I was a little upset, and I can't rightfully give it to y'all because it's just too small, y'all. It looks like something that you definitely smoke if you accidentally took preparation H orally. Uh, you can whistle real good, but it works. It works fine. It wasn't a very good representation of what I told y'all would happen. So I'm keeping this one for myself, and I'm fine with that. I'm happy with it. Clinches real good. Um, and this is the one I told you looked like a tiger's tail. Said it had eyes on the sides. Um, and I am a little disappointed that I wasn't able to give it away. But I'll take all the seconds and I keep them for myself and give you all the good stuff. Ain't that how it goes? But I like it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get this guy lit up. Um, Talking about lighting up, my good friend Robo Stevo, he's south of us here from Texas. I mean, from Dallas. Um, he sent me a gift and said he had gotten one for himself and thought of me, and sent one to me. So I definitely do appreciate that, and I am enjoying lately this lighter. Now I'd seen these lighters before, but it just never dawned on me to get one. Um, and that is an insert for your Zippo. Um, what's the big deal with that, Johnny? Well, it is a side light, which we all enjoy for our pipes. But more importantly, it does not take liquid fuel, it takes butane fuel. Right here. Uh, and I really like it, y'all. So you just flick it, boom, right there. Um, I really like it. We'll talk about it here in a minute. Let me get this pipe lit up. I packed it a little too tight. God dang it. You know, when you pack a pipe a little too tight, your draw is like you're sucking on a milkshake. That's what I just got right now. So let's just give her a couple pokes here at the bottom. There we go. And we'll get her lit up. Got something else. I got a couple things to show y'all. Let's go ahead and give this guy. Y'all, I may have packed this a little too tight. Anyways, I'll try and talk while I repack this pipe. Um, but anyways, that lighter that Robo Stevo sent me, um, I've had a whole chance to use it for about the whole last week here, and so I think I can speak on it a little bit. He had said, "Why don't you go ahead and do a review on it?" And so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Do a small review. And my overall reaction is I really like it. I really do like it. But you have to keep in mind when you're using it that normally we all see Zippos as being windproof. That's not the case for the butane insert. Now let me go ahead and pull it out. Y'all can see, you feel the butane at the bottom. You can also adjust your flame right there at the bottom also. Put it back in your case, and you're good to go. It has a couple cons. So one is it's not completely windproof. And the other one, let's get this pipe lid up. There we go. Yes, sir. So, yeah, so there's only about two cons I can think of. Um, so let's just get those out of the way. One is that it's not that windproof. It is breeze proof, but it's not windproof like what you would have with a normal Zippo. Um, yeah, a normal Zippo insert. So yeah, these guys right here. And that's fine. That's fine. I usually cup around my pipe when I'm lighting it anyways, especially um, outside, you know. The other con is that it's got a very small um, fuel release button. I'll call it that. It's very, very small. Right there on the end is the button you have to grab a hold of. Um, we're all used to the big Bic lighters, um, things of that nature. They have the very large buttons on them, things of that nature. These guys here, very large button on it. But this one here has a very small button on it right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it would help if I put it in the camera, wouldn't it? But very small. So sometimes you end up sliding off of it if you're not ready for it. Those are the only two cons I have. Other than that, the butane, once you fill this thing up, this thing will last a couple days. And for me, that's good. Almost like 3 days. Normally, I'll only get maybe a day, day and a half, depending, out of my normal lighters that I like to use. These guys right here. But this guy here lasted longer. Now maybe it's got a larger tank, a larger area to hold, butane. I don't know. It is nice to get back to the Zippo. They just look classier, timeless. The Zippo is timeless, and you just look more professional. You look like you meant business when you pull this thing out. Any Zippo. Um, I remember years ago, y'all. I mean, probably I was 20 years old. I got my first Zippo, and yeah, so I haven't always used Zippos, but off and on, I've used them uh, throughout the years. Uh, Now, of course, when I first needed one of these, I was a cigarette smoker, and that brings something to mind. I was listening to Saint David's Pipes channel, and he was talking about his pipe mentor, and his pipe mentor telling him, don't smoke cigarettes, smoke a pipe. It's better for you, anyways. And I thought about it for a minute, and I said, is it better for you? Now, being that I smoked cigarettes for, I don't know, 25 years, I'd say. Um, and towards the end, before I gave up cigarettes, I can tell you that I couldn't climb a flight of stairs without going out of breath. I can tell you that if I went to a social function and ended up smoking a lot that night, the next morning I would wake up, my lungs would just be on fire. They'd just hurt. They'd be sore. Um, but that don't stop you, right? You get up and have another one. Um, don't even try to run without going out of breath. Uh, but when I switched to the pipe, y'all, one thing I did notice is my lungs don't hurt like with cigarettes. I can breathe easier like I couldn't with cigarettes. Um, and of course, the taste is much better. The smell can be much better. People don't complain. I don't have people telling me that I smell like a cigarette or an ashtray. Uh, and I overall, I feel, I know this sounds wrong, but I feel better for smoking a pipe over smoking a cigarettes. So I can agree with that statement that St. David's Pipes made. Smoking a pipe, in my opinion, is better for you than cigarettes. Lesser of two evils, I suppose. Because now, if you haven't noticed, I do inhale every once in a while. Um, so am I defeating the purpose? Possibly. Um, but that's why I smoke the blends that have some pretty good nicotine kick. And, every once in a while I do inhale and grab myself some of that nicotine. And that's just an old habit from being a smoker for so many years. But overall, I'd say yes. My opinion, pipe, much better, much more enjoyable, much, if I could say this, funner to have than just a cigarette. So I do agree with that. But back to the lighter, y'all. I really do like this lighter. My buddy Robo Stevo sent it to me. Insert. I popped it right into my case. It has the little pipe on the side right there. I really enjoy it. And if y'all want to check it out, I suppose you could probably find them on Amazon or wherever. But look for the Zippo butane insert for your pipes. I'm sure they make them for regular, but on the pipe one, the flame comes out the side versus the top. If you can see that. And smoking a pipe, you want to light a pipe, you definitely want to have that flame coming out the side versus the top. But I really enjoy it. Really like it. Once again, thank you, Steve-O. Like right there, I just inhaled. I didn't even mean to do it, y'all. It just happened. Old habits, hard to break. I don't know if I'll ever break it. Um, well, let's talk about one other thing. Moving right along, I made a new tamper, y'all. Say, well, that's no big deal, Johnny. I know, but I'm gonna show it to y'all anyways. Um, here it is. Let's go ahead and show it to y'all. Not a big deal. Put the little dottle pick in the top. And what makes this slightly inventive on my part, and not to say that I'm the only one that's ever done this, because I'm sure others have thought of it and probably done it, is I took a normal, I think we call them lag bolts. I don't know, y'all. Correct me if you're any construction workers out there or mechanics. It's a flat bolt like this, flat head. Goes in, locks in place on whatever material that you're using, and then you're allowed to put a nut on the end of it. And I looked at this thing and I thought, man, that would make possibly a tamper. But of course, it's too big. Definitely will not fit in the pipe. So I went ahead, put it on my grinder, and I grinded it down until I got it to a point where it fit perfectly in my pipe. There you go. And went ahead and turned up some mahogany, put some lines in it, and tried to make it a little artistic. Shined it up with some carnauba wax and put the dottle pick in the end of it. But what do y'all think of that? If you think that looks good, I can also do it with acrylics too. But sometimes I like the wood, y'all. What do y'all think of that? Is that something I should put in my rotation? Something similar to that as a tamper. That's new for me, and so far I just made it yesterday, so I really haven't had a chance to really fully evaluate whether I like it or not. But so far I do. What do you think of that? So we're going to get over here, look at a couple more pictures, and then we're going to give away those stems after we go through the names and stuff. So let's bring this up right here. Now, I also went ahead, I had showed you different ones. I turned these up just to have them turned and ready to go. Of course, the lip ends are not uh, constructed yet, not shaped yet, because the way they sit right now, I can do it as a P-lip or I can do it as a fishtail. So I left them alone until I figure out what it is I want to do with them. But I'll have those sitting ready to go because once I got the lathe going, I thought might as well just turn up a number of them. But here's one of the ones that we'll be giving away today, and I took this picture mainly to show you that once you get them turned on the lathe, there's a lot of work involved, a lot of hand work, and a lot of filing that has to happen. I do put them on the belt sander, try and take off as much meat as I possibly can before I use files. And this, of course, is a very large rasp file right here. That's actually fine. It's not really a rasp, but and it helps me out. And then I use smaller files along with what do I call them? Sanding. These things back here are sanding, buffing sponges, I suppose you would call them. But those are really nice to fine tune it in the end. And what you see here is I'm getting ready to do this button end right here. It looks very large, very crude right now, but I'll shape it out and it'll get done in the end. But the lathe part, that's a quick go run through. You can turn a square block into round, get the tenon all set up to go in the mortise, and you're done. Where the real work comes in is drilling it out and shaping the lip end of the stem. Whether you're going to do a fishtail or a P-lip, is like I said. And what is nice too is once I get them done on the lathe, I can bring them in my craft room here, and I have a small table set up right here that you can see, and with tools and such that I just work on the fine tuning of the stem right here in my craft room. So that is nice. So here is a picture of the 3 stems that I finished up. Did those in fishtail. Um, let's see if we can get a nicer look at them. So yeah, there's the button ends of them, and we got one here that looks white and black, so ebony and ivory work together in perfect harmony. Um, and then this blue eye, I'm gonna call it blue ice. This blue one here, and then another one that's kind of like a silver and blue swirl. I brought that one in too, since I screwed up this one right here. It's kind of hard to see, but the button end is just really small, y'all. Like I said, I can't really give that one away. It's just too small, so kept it for myself. But though, you know, we're gonna be giving away 2 of these today, and one I will be sending to Yusef. I think that's it. Yeah, it for the pictures. Well, here's another picture. Yeah, so we can see them up a little closer. There's the button ends of them. All these will pass a pipe cleaner. Sometimes it gets a little rough putting them in, but like I said, I don't have the precise method, which I am going to go ahead and order me a drill chuck and the other attachment for my lathe to get more precise on my draw holes. But they will pass a pipe cleaner, and that's really all that counts at that point. But we're going to be giving away the ice blue and the white and black one, and then I'm going to be sending the silver and blue swirl to Yusef. We'll do that. Let's get out here now. And yeah, so here they are in person. This is the white and the black one. Yeah. I decided not to bend these, y'all. If you want to bend them, real easy to bend. So if you're a winner of one of these stems, really easy to bend. Just go in the bathroom, steal your wife's hair dryer, or if you should happen to have a heat gun, just heat it up and constantly check it, heat it, check it, and it'll get to a point to where you can start to bend it. Bend it to your liking, and then kind of hold it there, take it away from the heat, and about 15 seconds or so, it will hold its shape. And then you're good to go. I would also recommend that you put a pipe cleaner in it prior to bending it, because it helps retain the draw hole. Helps. It is a possibility, although I've never had it happen. But when I was watching stem making and how they do it, they always put a pipe cleaner in while they're bending, just to keep from collapsing that draw hole. So, because possibly you might not want a bend in the stem. I know that pretty much. I like my stem straight on this cob right here, and it has its advantages. Personally, I think if you got too much of a bend, or a bend that it causes any saliva or spit to go down into the pipe. If it's just straight like this, gravity's not going to feed that spit. That's my theory. That's what I think. I may be wrong, y'all. But straight, yeah, I like it straight. I think I might have one other pipe that's, yeah, well, I have a couple other pipes that are straight. And it's my opinion that it keeps a lot of the saliva out of the pipe because it is straight. Gravity's not feeding it down. Does that make sense? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and give those away. But we're going to run over here real quick. And we're going to look at my video where I asked you all to put your names in the hat. I went through it 3-4 times because there was one time I didn't read the whole comment, and a person had asked me put in, and I missed it. And once again, I apologize. So I've been trying to read through the whole comment, which I normally do, but it's real easy to miss the little sentence of "I'm in" if you're not looking for it. But like I said last week, to go ahead and put your name in the hat, letting me know. So the rules were, say that please put me in, I'm in, put my name in the hat, whatever it takes. You got to let me know that you would like to be in the GAW. So in this case, here are the comments from last week's video. As you can see, it says 6 days ago. So this last week's video when I told you to go ahead and put your name in the hat. Yusef comes in. He basically talks about the video. He says that since he's already getting one, he's not going to put his name in. That would be correct. Smoking Cardboard comes in and says, good chat. He says fishtail, because I had asked you guys fishtail or P-lip. Nice work. Hope you had a great day. So even though he said fishtail, he never said that he wanted to be in the drawing. And to be fair, I can't put you in unless you say you're in, or somehow tell me that you're in. So I'm sorry if you wanted to be Mr. Smoking Cardboard, you didn't tell me. So remember that next time. I'm just trying to be fair to everybody. Michael Morrison comes in, talks about the video, but he does not say that he's in. Dennis Albers comes in and talks about it. Says he prefers a fishtail, but did not say he was in. So I am sad to say, Mr. Dennis, I can't put you in unless you say you want to be in. Trickster comes in, says that he would have preferred a P-lip, but since he already won here recently, he's going to not enter this time. So there you go, that's fine. D Hicks was our first one that says, I'm in. Right there in the very beginning, I'm in, and D Hicks says prefers the fishtail. There you go. So D Hicks is first on the list as we look at the comments here. Challenger Dark came in and says, good video, thank you, but did not enter. JD's Pipe Dream basically come in, thank me for a previous tamper he won, but did not say he was in. St. David Pipes comes in, says good video, Johnny. Ronnie Adams basically comes in and talks about the video, but does not say he's in. Old Uncle Mike came in and said he voted for fishtail. Now that's fine. I would have loved to put you in, but you did not say that you wanted to be in. So I'm sorry there, old Uncle Mike. Gotta say that you want in. And like I said, you can say put my name in the hat. You can say I'm in. Please put me in the drawing. Just something to let me know that you'd like to be in the GAW. And that didn't happen here, I am sad to say. The next person that came along right there in the very beginning says, put my name in the hat. Well, you can't get any plainer than that. And that would be Mr. Robo Stevo. Now, he voted for P-Lips. The Tunnel Take comes in and talks about the video, but did not enter the drawing, and that's fine. David Duncan comes in and says, please add my name for the pipe stem. So there's another way of putting it. Didn't say I'm in or, hey, put my name in the hat. But he said, please put my name in. So there you go. He is in. He also said he preferred a P-lip. Todd Willis, a very last comment here, says, yes, put my name in, please. So we only had 4 the majority of the people talked about fishtails, and that's what I gathered from this in the very beginning when I was first perusing the comments. So that's why I made fishtails. Later on, I realized, well, shoot, there's only 4 names that are actually going to go in the drawing, and the majority of those 4 names said P-lips. So I do apologize, because I had already made up fishtails. So you're getting a fishtail. There you go. Worked just as good. Um, and we'll try go for P-lips next time, next go round. So let's recap on this. We only have 4 that are in the drawing today, so your odds are pretty good. D. Hicks, Robo Stevo, David Duncan, and Todd Willis. And like I said, I went over the comments multiple times to make sure I wasn't missing anybody. I definitely hope I didn't. And once again, you had to at least let me know that you wanted to be in. We had 4 people that were in it. We're going to go over to this random number generator. I've already set it up for 4 people on the wheel here. And remember that we are going for these 2 right here. Let's go ahead and do the white and black one first. The white and black one. And it says click here to spin. Let's go ahead and spin that. Find out. Okay, that's number 3, which would be David Duncan. David Duncan, you got the white and the black one, sir. Please email me. My email will be in the comment area down below, whatever, of the video. And the next one, of course, will be that one I named the Ice Blue. Let's go ahead and remove David from the list here. And that only leaves 3 on there. 1, 2, and 4. Let's go ahead and click that one for the Ice Blue one. And that's number 2, which is Robo Stevo. Stevo, I do know you preferred a P-lip. If you would prefer a P-lip, I might have time to do it. If not, the Ice Blue is yours. Let me know. Email me both, though, Mr. David Duncan and Robo Stevo, and give me your addresses of where you'd like these sent. Robo Stevo, I still have your address, so I probably don't need it. But Mr. David Duncan, please give me your address, sir, of where you want it sent. I don't care. Could be a P.O. box, could be your grandma's house, could be your house. Doesn't matter. Just give me an address, and that's where I will send it. Let me write this down real quick, though. So the Ice Blue went to Mr. Robo Stevo. Call that Ice Blue. And Mr. David Duncan got the white / black right there. Okay. As soon as I have your addresses, I'll send them out. There you go. Let's get back outside here. Yeah. So don't forget to email me, and we'll send those out. Once again, y'all, if you wanted to be in this GAW, I'm sorry if you misunderstood. But basically, if you've seen my GAWs before, I've always told you to put your name in the hat. Maybe you didn't want to be in. Maybe you just wanted to comment. And I'm just reading too much into this. And if that's the case, thank you for the comment. But if you're thinking to yourself, damn it, I wanted to be in, and you just didn't say it, well, next time when we call for a GAW, normally what I will say is officially put your name in the hat. And that can either be I'm in, put my name in, please. One way or another, you got to let me know that you want in. Those are the rules of the GAW here with Johnny P. But either way, y'all, I think we're basically, this video's ran pretty long, but I'm going to enjoy the rest of this pipe with my lighter that Robo Stevo gave me. Enjoy the rest of my coffee. I don't do it black, y'all. I know a lot of guys like to tell you coffee black. I like to juice mine up, y'all. I put creamer in it, or some milk, or something else like that, and sometimes a little French vanilla in there. So very rarely do I drink it black. And I'd have to say the reason why, because that's true. When I was in the military, y'all, we'd be out in the field, or I'd be deployed out into a remote area, and in our MREs, they don't usually, that's the meals ready to eat. If you didn't know, that's what we would eat out in the field, most of us. And they give you a little packet of instant coffee, and we would find a way to heat up some water, either with our MRE heaters, or if we were able to put it over an electric source, which, yeah, it was very rare, or over a fire, which was rare too, because if you're out in the field and you're deployed, you don't want to give away your position. You're not going to have a fire. But the MRE heaters work really well. They get extremely hot. At least get your water to a point to where you can enjoy a cup of coffee. And I drank it black all the time because they didn't give you creamer. They didn't give you no sugar. So I drank it black a lot. So maybe that's why I like juicing up my coffee now, giving it some flavor past the blackness, we'll just say. Maybe that's why. I don't know, y'all. That's fine. My dad used to, gig me a little bit for drinking creamer and stuff in my coffee. Said, man drinks it black. And I said, well, that's fine, Dad. Well, you can just deduct a couple points from my manhood, I guess. Whatever. But y'all, thanks for stopping by and talking with me as always. Listen to me jammer on. Don't forget Robo Stevo and Mr. David Duncan. You got some stems coming to you. Mr. David Duncan, please give me your address. Yusef, we're going to get yours out. And I'm going to make sure I have everything correct, and hopefully it does make it to you this time. But y'all, thanks for sitting with me. Appreciate you as always. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, we'll see ya. Pack a bowl, my friend, and don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend, and then we'll ride up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you?